Welcome to TRK Studio, where timeless design meets cozy elegance. Join us on this Christmas journey. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts and comments. Enter a cozy vintage kitchen glowing with soft candlelight. Rustic wooden cabinets polished with age, copper pots hanging neatly, and shelves lined with hand-painted ceramics. A pine garland with tiny red bows drapes across the mantel, while a classic cast-iron stove warms the space. Frosted window panes filter winter's light, reflecting off crystal bowls filled with oranges and cloves, creating a timeless holiday charm that feels elegant, comforting, and deeply rooted in Christmas tradition. A farmhouse kitchen table dressed with lace runners holds a centerpiece of evergreen sprigs, dried oranges, and antique silver candlesticks flickering warmly. Hanging above, a vintage wrought iron chandelier adorned with pine cones casts soft shadows across the room. The cabinetry is painted in muted sage, accented by brass handles, and a weathered bread box sits gracefully in the corner. The ambience whispers timeless celebration, where tradition, texture, and elegance meet in perfect Christmas harmony. An aged pine hutch painted cream displays vintage holiday china with delicate gold rims, beside crystal jars filled with sugar cookies shaped like stars. Tiny sprigs of holly are tucked into the shelving corners, bringing pops of red against the soft, muted backdrop. On the countertop, a ceramic mixing bowl rests near a wooden rolling pin, ready for festive baking. The scene radiates warmth and nostalgia, perfectly balancing luxury with rustic Christmas simplicity. A large stone fireplace with a rustic oak mantel is decorated with lush evergreen garlands, velvet ribbons, and brass bells. A vintage kettle simmers gently on the cast-iron stove nearby, filling the air with cozy warmth. Snow-dusted wreaths hang on distressed cabinet doors, while plaid fabric napkins are neatly folded in a woven basket. This timeless Christmas kitchen reflects heritage and tradition, merging rustic textures with an elegant, vintage-inspired holiday glow. A farmhouse window framed by lace curtains reveals snowy pines outside, while the sill is lined with ceramic houses glowing from within. Beneath the window, a butcher block countertop holds wooden bowls of walnuts, pomegranates, and cinnamon sticks. Above, a garland of juniper berries and eucalyptus ties the room together, filling the air with freshness. Brass lanterns hang low, casting warm pools of light. This scene captures the heart of a vintage Christmas kitchen sanctuary. A wooden kitchen island displays a festive spread of gingerbread cookies, sugared cranberries, and crystal dishes filled with candy canes. The island is decorated with a linen runner embroidered with holly, and above hangs a row of copper pans polished to a warm sheen. Small pine wreaths tied with velvet bows adorn the cabinet doors. Every element echoes the blend of elegance and coziness that defines a timeless Christmas kitchen steeped in tradition. A vintage sideboard painted in soft duck egg blue holds tiered trays of spiced cakes, marzipan fruits, and silver goblets. Above, a gilded mirror reflects the glow of candlelight bouncing across the polished wood. Delicate lace doilies accent the edges, and sprigs of mistletoe hang subtly in the corner. Every detail exudes timeless charm, combining luxurious touches with rustic nostalgia, creating a Christmas kitchen atmosphere both inviting and steeped in treasure tradition. Open shelves crafted from reclaimed oak showcase neatly stacked stoneware bowls, vintage tins, and glass jars tied with red ribbons. A garland of cedar and dried roses drapes across the top shelf, adding soft texture and muted color. Below, a copper teapot gleams beside a plate of mince pies dusted with sugar. The setting feels both refined and welcoming, blending heritage craftsmanship with the elegance of vintage-inspired Christmas kitchen decor. A weathered farmhouse dresser holds wicker baskets of fresh cranberries, sprigs of rosemary, and jars of golden honey. Above, antique plates with hand-painted winter scenes hang gracefully along the wall, framed by strands of twinkling fairy lights. A linen apron embroidered with holly rests neatly folded nearby, awaiting festive preparations. The space radiates coziness and understated luxury, capturing the perfect blend of elegance and rustic charm in a holiday kitchen. A wide farmhouse sink with porcelain apron front sits beneath frosted windows adorned with simple evergreen wreaths tied with velvet ribbons. Brass fixtures gleam softly, reflecting the candlelight from the countertop. Next to the sink, a wooden cutting board holds sliced oranges and star anise ready for mulled wine. A vintage enamel pitcher filled with eucalyptus rests nearby. The entire kitchen corner feels grounded in tradition, blending utility with timeless Christmas elegance. A rustic pantry doorway is decorated with a garland of pine cones, cinnamon sticks, and tartan ribbons. Inside, shelves overflow with glass jars of spices, woven baskets of winter fruit, and vintage tins painted with festive motifs. Warm light from a lantern illuminates the wood-grain shelves, highlighting their aged beauty. The pantry exudes nostalgic elegance, perfectly complementing the Christmas kitchen with its combination of abundance, charm, and heritage-inspired vintage holiday decor. A vintage pie safe stands proudly against a paneled wall, its mesh doors revealing stacks of fruit pies, spice cakes, and candied nuts. The wooden surface is topped with an embroidered table runner, where crystal jars filled with sugared almonds sparkle under lamplight. Evergreen sprigs are tucked into drawer handles, and soft plaid fabric accents complete the look. This charming corner embodies the warmth, tradition, and rustic luxury of a timeless Christmas kitchen. A farmhouse baking station features flour-dusted counters, vintage rolling pins, and open jars of cinnamon and nutmeg. A brass oil lamp flickers warmly above, while a garland of holly drapes across the window frame. Beside the station, trays of gingerbread houses await decoration, filling the air with rich aromas. Every surface carries textures of wood, ceramic, and polished brass, blending old-world tradition with elegance in a Christmas kitchen setting of warmth and joy. A rustic wooden ladder leans gently against exposed brick, holding striped linen towels embroidered with mistletoe. Above, a shelf displays pewter mugs, carved wooden bowls, and small pine arrangements in glass jars. Lanterns hung from iron hooks cast a golden glow, emphasizing the aged textures of the walls and furniture. This detail-rich corner radiates nostalgia, blending vintage rustic style with timeless holiday elegance, perfectly capturing the essence of a traditional Christmas kitchen. An antique wooden table is prepared for festive dining, dressed with crisp linen, heirloom silverware, and porcelain plates with winter motifs. A centerpiece of evergreen branches, red apples, and beeswax candles brings warmth and elegance. The chairs are draped with tartan throws, adding texture and coziness. Overhead, a rustic chandelier wrapped in ivy completes the setting. This Christmas kitchen dining scene embodies timeless tradition, luxurious details, and a warm invitation to gather. A small window nook is decorated with plaid cushions and wool throws, creating a cozy seating area within the kitchen. The sill is filled with potted evergreens, vintage lanterns, and a bowl of polished chestnuts. Frost patterns on the glass catch the glow of nearby candlelight, making the corner shimmer with warmth. This space reflects rustic elegance, offering a quiet retreat that blends timeless Christmas tradition with vintage-inspired holiday kitchen charm. A grand wooden dresser crowned with carved details holds a curated display of porcelain teapots, glass cake domes, and gilded candlesticks. Garlands of evergreen laced with red velvet ribbon drape gracefully along the top. At its base, a woven rug with muted winter tones adds warmth underfoot. The dresser becomes a focal point of the Christmas kitchen, radiating elegance and timeless tradition, harmonizing rustic heritage with luxurious festive beauty in every intricate detail. Thank you for watching TRK Studios' festive decor story. Stay inspired with elegant designs year-round. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more timeless holiday beauty.